remember when we talk about coverage runs, we're thinking pass first, run second. These are the tags we would add. So if we're running a drop, then, we're in a 6-yard drop. We talked about that on the box runs to the boundary. But now that it becomes a coverage run, he's not thinking about anything like, hey, is it getting in the box? He's thinking about matchups, coverage, leverage. If he's got it, he's going to take it, okay? If it's verts, all right, for us, if we call verts, then we're running a squirrel route, all right? Or if the guy's pressed, then we'll give him, a tag, and then we'll convert it. So if he likes it, he takes it, okay? So one thing that he'll do is he'll run the squirrel or he'll run a conversion route off of it. And if he wants to take it, he takes it. Option, that would be if maybe we motion the Z across, all right, because there's some sort of man, or we feel like we get the run that we want or the ball out on the matchup, and then we're a clear out on the outside, an MOR, must outside release, go, with an option route. So if we find a way to get a guy on an option route, okay, and he gets one-on-one with somebody, but we still have the run, then we can take it. The one thing that you need to know from a quarterback perspective, because I know everybody's probably asking, what about linemen downfield? If the pass that's added is a quick game throw, then we don't have to worry about it. But if he knows that he's not going to be able to get that ball out quick enough, then he can give our OL a tag, and that tag tells the OL, hey, keep on the run block, but just don't go downfield. So they'll still be aggressive, still block the run. Now, the 4 ways in which we do this would be like inside zone, okay? So if you remember, we're vertical push team, so we're looking for combos based off of that within the box. So if we were running inside zone to the right here, or we added like a drop tag, a Verts tag, or an option tag, then, we'll get a triple on the front side here based off of what they're giving us. So if it's a 7 technique, and then let's say we get a 3, then a nose, and then an N and a 5, they may have a hole player or whatever. They may play a 7 on that side. They may play 2 2s. We don't know, all right? So we'll try to get a beat off of them because, a lot of people play us a little bit different because we give so many different formations. They'll probably play the strong over the top, possibly play some sort of quarters coverage. So, if they're really confident in their corners, they'll play them down, all right? If, they need to give them something, then, they may play down and then bail because they don't want to get beat over the top. So we got to do a really good job of taking what they give us. If they give us the throw, take it. If they don't, then run the run. So if we were to run like Indy, then we know if it's Indy to the right, everybody's blocking inside zone, all right, to the right, okay? And then now we're scooping with the tight end on the backside. So it doesn't matter if he's here. We could be in 21, 2 to this side, which puts him to a wing over here. Now he's scooping on the backside. Doesn't matter, okay? If he gets an odd front, all right, with a reduction with a guy walked down, all right, then he's going to end up with the guy that's walked down, and then the tackle's going to end up gathering up the 4 or the 4-eye based off of that. Outside zone, all right, the only thing that changes is whichever receiver has the outside zone being ran to them has got a block, all right? It's got a block on the perimeter. So if we went outside zone to the right here, okay, then we're all working outside zone, all right? Every one of us, okay? The only drop, vert, would be on the backside. So if it was drop, he'd drop. If it was vert, he'd run the squirrel. And then if he had the conversion, he's gone, okay? But we're protected on it. The thing is here now, he's got to block force, right? He bails, he runs down, then he's got to come get force because we got an outside run coming. So that's how we would work that off the outside zone. So if I'm the receiver to the outside zone side, then I've got to block force. Now, the one thing that we do a really good job of that I like, especially versus even front, I like Indy and outside zone coverage runs versus odd front better. But we do a lot of zombie as far as what we do, and we'll do it some on our down the field throws off of play action. But really what we're doing is we're zoned to one side and then we're man to the other side, okay? So if we're running, inside zone zombie, okay, that means we're 1-2 on the backside. So if we got a nose and an in, and then we got a 3 technique, backer, and so we had inside zone to the right with a zombie tag to it, then that means the guard's got number 1, tackle's got number 2, and then we're inserting through the bubble based off of whatever movement we're getting with the tight end. And then we're inside zone on the front side. So I'm securing A gap, I'm there, and then I'm there, okay? I love that because, you know, that's another way we run option. That's another way we run verts. Another way we run drop, okay? So the quarterback looks at it, hey, I love the throw, and we got him protected, okay? If it's going to be a longer throw, then he'll give a yellow tag to him, okay? And then we've also taught the back, the tight end on the backside, like especially when we talk about play action a little bit later, you know, if he don't get blitzed from that guy, then he can be a late check down or a late check out, okay? Outside zone zombie, nothing really changes at all. It's just now we're running outside zone to the front side, all right? And then it's still zombie on the backside. So the guard still got one. Tackle still got two. I'm still inserting, all right, on the backside, but now we're running outside zone. So, hey, I know this guy's covered and I'm covered, so now I've got to be a little slower with him because now that guard's not coming to me because him and the center now are working this together, all right? We'll tell the fullback it's outside zone, so I'm still responsible. So it's Rob. So Rob for us is read on backer, okay? So as I'm there, I may cheat my split inside a little bit. I'm going to read him. He runs, I run. All right, he flows, I flow. He inserts, I insert. So if he flows over the top, then I'm going to flow over the top. If he inserts now I'm going to insert, okay? And then now we've got everything that we want. We still got it protected. We still got the run because we can match them in the box. But then we get what we want on the perimeter as far as the throw goes. So as we're moving on to coverage runs, you know, remember, we're thinking now a little bit of the opposite of what box runs were. Now we're thinking pass first, run second. We're thinking, hey, from a coverage standpoint, matchup standpoint, leverage standpoint, do we have what we want in that pass concept? If we do, then he's going to give the OL a little bit of a check of what's going on so they now can still block the run, right? But they don't want to go downfield, so we don't want to be called for lineman downfield. So the first thing that we have here is we've got basically an inside zone called, and then he's going to give an elbow call. But anytime we're running a fade ball up top, and he feels like he can get that ball out before linemen get downfield, he doesn't have to give any kind of check to him. So like right here, he likes it, so he'll mesh it just a little bit, try to pull that safety down in there. We get a release up top. Guy makes a heck of a catch. All right, so this right here would be coverage. All right, so we've given them, you know, verts up top. We could give them a screen down here. But then we're blocking inside zone. Let me show you another one. So this one would be like Indy drop, okay? So this is coverage. This is one-on-one. So we're running Indy drop, so we got a hitch up top. Corner bails, so he stays with the hitch, okay? If he'd have gave him elbow, he would have converted that to a fade. But look, we're still blocking inside zone to the left right here. Nothing changes. Nothing changes. Still blocking inside zone. He likes the matchup. He can get it out quick so he don't have to check it. And so we take it there. I had to reiterate that to you. Like if it is quick and we're getting the ball out, we will not give anything to the OL. They just keep doing what they're doing. If that ball is going to be down the field more, or we got to read it more, so maybe it's a route that's 12 to 10 yards, then yeah, we may have to give them some kind of check off of it. So like right here, if you look at this one, it's just a drop pop. So he's looking at the matchup with the corner. What's the first thing you see? Corner off. Corner's off at what? 7, 8 yards. So hey, we're taking that. We want that matchup. So now he'll take it. Now if number 5 would have been a guy that he didn't think was going to come or be underneath, but knowing that the tight end's down, that guy's got to come for run support, just take the matchup out here all day. I mean, then we just pick up yardage there.